Go over how to do a beard trim. This one isn't so long, but we've gotten a lot of questions about bringing the beards back and how to do a beard trim. So I have my lovely husband here to model for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to take it from here into the haircut and then just how to do the beard trim. I like to use a guard on this, but I'm going to show you how to blend this out with just the comb. So we're going to do a number 1 here on the sides. So I always gauge that with the ear. So this top of the ear obviously isn't going to go into the beard. So that's where I like to start. So I just start right there at the top of the ear, and it leaves this like little shelf right here into the beard. So we have this nice part here. So then if I'm going to use my comb over this to trim this, I'm going to just take this. So whatever is out of my comb, whatever's sticking out of here is what's going to come off. So this right here I can use as a guide. So as long as this isn't in here to blend that, if this one isn't into this comb, then it's not going to come off. So I'm just using my comb to get this part out of the comb, and then it will just blend down. Then I can take my 1.5, because this is a 1, so if this was a 2, you would use a 2. So I'm going to use a 1.5 to blend that, and then just close it a little bit, and then keep going down until I get this nice blend from the haircut into the beard. Do we see that? So now we just have this nice blend into here. I like to use a guard on his beard so we get it short enough. So if we're using a guard, what I do is I kind of hold that skin up and I come up with it, just getting it off of his face, just like a regular clipper cut. And then I'll move their head, taking all of this off with that number 3. So this is a number 3 on the beard. Don't be afraid to just cut in where we need to. Does that hurt you at all, Joshua?
No.
So I'm going to just do that number 3 where I can get it in really nice in here. And then I'm going to get right in front of him, have him look down. And I'm just going up into that. So then if he kind of puts his lips together, it won't make the mouth open and hurt him or this go into it. Now we don't want to take this onto the mustache because then that can get his nose. So I just kind of keep this low, getting all of that off. And this is with the guard. If I were doing this, I could make what length I want and then just make sure that that length is out of my comb. But I really like the number 3 on his beard. Look up again. Okay, so then that's how we're going to do the beard. And then let me show you. So then I take my trimmers for the mustache. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that this is off of his lips. So I'm just taking the corner of my trimmers here. And I'm going to take it to where I just see the top of his lip. And you can just see that coming out of there. And I just move this around, and we gotta make sure in the corners there get some long hairs. So I'm just getting those hairs off of there, and then I can use now my comb. I'm gonna take my comb, I'm gonna get that off of there, trim that mustache. So this is my guide right in here, and as long as that is out of the comb, it doesn't mean that means I'm not gonna cut anything I don't. So this is my guide on this side now. This is in the comb. My guide is just right there, so now I'm just gonna cut that off. This kind of lifts it up to where I could see it. And remember, this is my guide length here, so I just want to make sure that I'm bringing that around in the mustache. Now I'm going to skit, now that I have eliminated some of that hair, it opens this up a little bit to make sure I get the sides out of his mouth. And look at that. That is a whole good beard. So now next, what I'm going to do is we like this in here. So you can see these little fuzzies, well, kind of. You can kind of see them in there. And so I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to take those off and line this up for him. Got a nice clean line there. Now we're going to come over to this side. Now what I do is I just kind of gauge where this is. So this is the corner of the lip here, and that's going up. So I just want to make sure that I get the corner of the lip here and going up. Okay, now look up. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this off for him. So I like to go from this ear. Now it's gonna depend on what the customer wants, but I'm gonna go from this ear and down. Is that hurting you? Okay. I'm just gonna bring this straight across. And then that should put me over here. So you can go from this ear. And then that's a nice straight line. And then this side I just see some more fuzzy, so I'm gonna come at it with a little bit of a different angle just to get those off of there, because this is coarser hair. Make sure that I get the long ones on the side around his ear up to around his ear. And then this side needs just to be blended with that one, because we're going to take the one up into this. So I'm going to take that one again, start at the top of the ear, change it to a 1.5, and just a little bit, and get in between so that it has that nice blend. And then I can take this. This is my guide. I just want to blend. So I have this guide here, and this guide here. So I just want to make sure that I connect those two guides. And we have a really nice blended beard. Thank you guys. I hope that helped.